I'm going to I'm going to explain about 2022 January current affairs for prelims. I'll explain very precise point to the prelims because covering entire 1 month current affairs in less time is very difficult. So I'm going to cover very important points. So PM Kisan, Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sammana Nidhi, 10th installment released. So this scheme is implemented by Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare Ministry. So it's a complete central government 100% scheme, 100% funded scheme. So for each farmer 6,000 per year in 3 installments will transfer directly to the bank. Okay. So to provide financial needs for farmer and marginal farmers in procuring various inputs. So next topic is draft rules for GM foods. So social activists, what they did, Food Safety Standards Authority of India terminated the GM crops. So social activists, they saying this is unacceptable. Okay. So about Food Safety Standards Authority of India. So it drafted regulations regarding GM crops. What is GM? So the GM crops applied mainly to 3 types. Okay, genetically modified organisms, genetically engineered organisms, or living modified organisms, or LMO. So if these 3 things which are used for direct use for food or processing, so they have to take Food Safety Standards Authority of India. They have to take permission. Okay. If these used in food ingredients, the key provisions, the key main provisions are: no one can manufacture or sell GMO without prior approval. Okay. Specify norms for testing GM foods. So GMO, GEO, LMO. Okay, these things shall not be used as ingredients in infant food products. Infant means childs. Okay. For example, another thing is labeling norms. If 1% more, if the product contains 1% more than 1% of GMO content. For example, if someone made a cake at bakery, if the cake contains more than 1% GM crop ingredients in that, they have to label in the packet. They have to make sure they have to mention in the label regarding GM ingredients. Okay, regarding GMO regulation in India, genetic engineering appraisal committee is there, and a union environment ministry to control genetically modified crops. Food Safety Authority of India, it's a statutory body under 2006 Act, autonomous body. Main aim is to protect and promote public health. It is under Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Headquarters is New Delhi. Corporate sector industries. Next topic is core sector industries. We have 8 core industries that grow at 3.1%, slowest pace in 8 months since November. In November, so these 8 core industries: refinery products, electricity, steel, coal, crude, natural gas, cement, fertilizers, represent 40% weight in the index of industrial production. Okay, the you have to remember all these 8 core industries in a weightage manner. You have to remember this. First is refinery, next is electricity, next is steel, crude, coal, crude, natural gas, cement and fertilizers. This is very, very important. Already asked in previous papers, it already asked in prelims. Okay, this is about core industries and its weightage. This weightage changes every year, depends upon uses. Regarding index of industrial production. Index of industrial production published monthly by CSO, Ministry of Statistics. It's a composite indicator, measures change in the volume of production. Base year is 2011-12. Broad sectors are mining, manufacturing, electricity. Okay, so used by this IIP, used by government agencies, Ministry of Finance, Reserve Bank of India. IIP is extremely relevant calculation for calculation of quarterly and advanced GDP product estimates. Okay, in that index of industrial production, there are 8 core industries which represents 40% of weightage in IIP. Okay, those 8 industries are refinery products, electricity, steel, crude, coal, crude, natural gas, cement and fertilizers. Okay, financial stability report. Next, it is released by RBI twice biannual, means twice each year, means 6 months. 6 months. So it's figure out what might happen to the health of the banking system. Okay, FSR contains the results of systematic risk survey. Current account deficit. So India current account deficit 9.6 billion or 1.3% of GDP in September quarter. What do you mean by current account deficit? It's a part of balance of payments. Okay, what happens if current account deficit increases? Current account deficit measures external strength and weakness of the economy. If we export, okay, high number of goods, our current account deficit reduces. Okay, that means current account surplus is a net lender. That means we are giving money to the other nations. That means in terms of exports. while current account deficit indicates net borrow. That means if current account deficit increasing, that means we are importing luxury goods, luxury cars. Okay, current account deficit, the how current account deficit is increasing, because we are importing crude oil, gold. These two are the primary reasons behind high current account deficit. How can we reduce current account deficit? By boosting exports, curbing non-essential imports such as gold, mobiles, electronics, luxury cars, like that. Okay, it is measured in percentage of GDP. Okay, current account deficit is equal to trade gap. Trade gap means export minus imports, net current transfers, net income from abroad. That means so record of country transactions with others. So current account maintains record of country transactions with other nations, such as trade of goods, services, net earnings on overseas, and remittance. Bioenergy crops. So bioenergy crops including cooling effect on the areas where they cultivated. Specific plants, these are the specific plants alternative to the fossil fuels. Positive impact to the environment. How? It reduces the carbon dioxide emission of GHG and reduces soil erosion. Okay, these crops increases soil carbon, fix atmospheric carbon. So first generation bioenergy, second generation bioenergy crops, third generation bioenergy crops, bioenergy halophytes, dedicated energy crops. So first generation crops are corn, sorghum, rapeseed, sugarcane. Second generation are switchgrass, miscanthus, alfalfa, canary seeds, naipo seeds, other plants. Third generation are boreal plants, cruciferous acid metabolism, cam plants, eucalyptus, and microalgae. Bioenergy halophytes are genera Acacia, Eucalyptus, Casuarina, Meluca, Prospis, Rhizophora, and Tamarix. These are the bioenergy halophytes. Dedicated energy crops, which are Gaint Miscanthus, switchgrass, Jatropha, and algae. Okay, some study found out cultivating area under bioenergy crops occupy 3.8% of global land area. So these crops, what happens when we cultivate these crops, there is a global net change in temperature from minus 0.08 centigrade to plus 0.05 centigrade, decreased by 0.03 to 0.08 centigrade. So and one more thing, cultivating eucalyptus shows generally cooling effects, more robust. But eucalyptus plant, it takes very high groundwater. Offline small e-payments. Okay, so RBI is planning to launch offline payment mode. Okay, promote digital payment in semi-urban and rural areas. So allows offline payments 200 per transaction, limit to 2000. Okay, these does not require internet. Carried face to face, this can face to face proximity mode. Okay, so SMS or email we receive after a time lag. These offline payments can done through PSO, payment system operator, payment system participants. Okay, today base of digital payment users is 120 to 150 million users. Next is AT1 bonds. Okay, AT1 bonds. 81 bonds are unsecured perpetual bonds used to meet the Basel III norms. They can raise these investment through private placement or secondary market buyers. Okay, these have a very high returns and high risk as well. Okay, so AT1 bonds have a call option but no put option. That means call option means, I can explain it simply. Okay, that means if a share, for example, if the bond price is increasing, we can buy. Okay, we can buy a call option. If bond price is reducing, we buy a, if bond price is falling, we buy a put option. Okay, but there is no put option here regarding these AT1 bonds. So issuing bank can skip payouts for a particular year, even reduce bond face value. If the bank is in brink of collapse, it can cancel its outstanding AT1 bonds without consulting its investor, with taking permission from RBI. Okay, next is IC15 cryptocurrency index. It is a 15 most widely traded cryptocurrency listed. We have a Nifty 50. Okay, and also we have a Sensex. These are the indexes. What is Nifty 50 means? There we have a top 50 companies. That average is called Nifty 50. Like that, in cryptocurrencies we have a Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance Coin, Solana Coin. These are the popular cryptocurrencies. Like this, there are 15 cryptocurrencies. That average is called IC15 cryptocurrency index. So in the IC15 index, the topmost cryptocurrencies are these four: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance Coin, Solana coins. So eligibility condition. Okay, for example, if some company wants to join in Nifty 50, so it has to eligible for certain criteria. Like this, if some cryptocurrency wanted to list in IC15 index, it has eligibility conditions are traded at least 90% of days during review period. 100 most liquid cryptocurrencies. The liquid means, okay, liquid means, for example, if we go to market, okay, there are, for example, there are 1000 apples in the market. Okay, for 1,000 apples, 10,000 people are coming to buy and sell for buying those apples. Okay, that means that is more liquid. Okay, liquid in terms, for example, if you, this is regarding index, it's mostly related to stock market. For example, if you want to buy 100 shares of SBI, there is no one to sell those shares to you. You want to buy, but no one is there to sell. So at that point we call it as it's not a liquid. For example, so other condition is when you want to buy, there are thousands of people to sell to you, we call it as a most liquid. Okay, it should be in top 50 in terms of circulating market capitalization. Okay, Airtel Payment Bank placed in the scheduled list of RBI under RBI Act of 1934. So it enjoys two types of principal facilities, like eligible for debt loans of the bank rate from the RBI. So it can, if it get a status of scheduled bank, it can get a loan at a bank rate, automatically acquires the membership of clearing house. Okay, what is regarding payment banks? Okay, promotes financial inclusion, accept restricted deposits. It cannot raise a deposit more than 2 lakhs per person. Okay, unable to provide loans or credit cards. It only provide ATMs and debit cards. So next topic is interstate transmission system, green energy corridor. Okay, interstate cabinet committee on economic affairs approved interstate transmission system for green energy corridor phase 2. That means the states have a green energy surplus. So central government want to integrate all these renewable energy sources. Okay, interstate transmission systems project sanctioned to evacuation irrigation. For example, phase 1 is implemented in 8 rich renewable states such as Tamil Nadu, Rajasthan, Karnataka, Andhra, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Himachal Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh. Phase 2 implemented in Gujarat, 7 states, namely Himachal Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala, Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh. Under this phase, install in phase 1 9,700 circuit kilometers of transmission lines that integrates 22 gigavolt ampere substations by 2022-24. Under phase 2, 10,000 circuit kilometers, 27 gigavolt ampere. Okay, by 25-26. So Central will provide 33% of project assistance. So we have a target of renewable energy capacity 450 gigawatt by 2030. Next topic is mobile honey processing van. KVIC Vinay Kumar Saxena launched first mobile honey processing unit. So it can process 300 kg of honey in 8 hours. So each van cost is 15 lakhs. Khadi Village Industries something is honey mission. KVIC honey missions. What are the aims? What are these aims? Beekeeping. training beekeeping, distributing bee boxes, help rural. Prime Minister Dima, Sweet Kranti, so call it Sweet Revolution. So electric gold receipt. Next topic is electric. SEBI. So Government of India notified Securities Exchange Board of India World Managers to create electronic gold receipts. What is it? Deposit underlying principal gold, operation of gold exchange. That means when we deposit the physical gold, how gold exchange, how electronic gold receipts work. So gold exchange is buying and selling of electronic gold receipts. The transaction of gold into three parts. So first is conversion of physical gold in electronic gold receipt. Then is trading in gold, EGR stock exchange. Then finally converting EGR into physical gold. SEBI is a regulator body that regulates the entire ecosystem. Main key features are it's launching different denominations, conversions of EGR. Okay. SEBI bought fungibility and interoperability. That means, for example, if we take 1 kg gold, okay, we cannot divide 500 grams in physical, but in electronic gold receipts we can divide these into small parts. With these small parts we can trade. Okay. So EGR will not be linked with unique bar reference of the physical gold. So it has another option, physical gold deposited at one location, withdrawn from different location of any vault manager. Okay, it has offer host of benefits, value chain participants, entire gold market ecosystem. So why this gold exchange is a if there is a open market we can get a perfect price based on buying and selling demand. Okay, transparent price discovery, investment liquidity assurance, increases the quality of gold. Fair value through profit and loss account. RBI created new account, this is called fair value through profit and loss account. Okay, investment portfolio of bank at present classified under three categories. That means the bank invests in different sector. For example, take a SBI bank, it invests in LIC, Life Insurance Corporation, it invests in Adani Enterprise, it invests in Adani Enterprise. Okay, invest in Mukesh Ambani projects, it invests in mutual funds. Okay, it invests in trading. Okay, so all these these are different types of categories. Okay, all these investments are categorized under three categories. One is held to maturity. That means at the end of the maturity it will get whatever the investment. Held for trading. Another available for sale. Okay, these are the three types. Okay, what is then the RBI FE TPL account, fair value through profit and loss. RBI proposed a new investment category for banks. So held for trading, this category comes under now and category in HFT category. Held for trading now comes under FVTLP category created by RBI. Okay. Another thing is hold for maturity. Okay, it has a fixed maturity, determinable payments. That means, for example, held for maturity means if we have a fixed deposit that has a fixed maturity and a fixed profit, like that. AFS means available for sale, so it's sold before maturity. This category is it's sold before maturity. That's it. Next topic is design linked incentives for semiconductor. Ministry of Electronics invited 100 domestic companies, MSMEs, for DLI, design linked incentives, to nurture 20 domestic companies. Involve design, facilitate, achieve turnover 1500 crore in next 15 years. CDAC. It's a nodal agency. CDAC. Futures mean, what are the futures? Incentives, design infrastructure support to startups, MSME companies. So these incentives provide in various stages: ICs, system on chips, IP cores, semiconductors, over a period of 5 years. Chip design. What are the main components of design linked incentives? Okay, that means linking various stages of startups, okay, MSMEs and different companies, and increasing its turnover to 1500 crore. How can we increase? Under CDAC, set up India Chip Center to host state-of-art design infrastructure. And PLI under PLI incentives, reimbursement of 50% of eligible expenditure subject to ceiling of 15 crore per application. Regarding CDAC is a premier research development organization under MIT. It developed a first supercomputer Param 800 1991. Next topic is Chips to Startup Program. So MIT has sought application from 100 academia, research organizations and Chips to Startup. The main aim is about train 85,000 high quality qualified engineers in very large scale VLSI embedded design. Developed one ASIC, application specific integrated circuit. ASIC means application specific integrated circuit. For example, we have a mobile phone. In that mobile phone we have a GPS and Navik, Indian Navik. Okay, for example, it's if you take Russia, it has a GLONASS. Okay, these are the ASICs, that means application specific integrated circuit. Okay, if someone want to navigation system of India in a particular mobile system, so we need to design application specific integrated circuit ASIC that integrated into the mobile phone. Okay, for example, if you take our headset, okay, a Bluetooth headset or a Bluetooth dots, So they are very minute in size. Okay, all the components such as resistors, capacitors, okay, Bluetooth transmitter, receiver, uh, and Bluetooth and its antenna, all these things are integrated in a single chip. Okay, that provides a that is used for specific application. Okay, that's what we call it as ASIC. Implemented this program would be implemented for 100 academic institutions. Nodal agency CDAC and a CTS program. 3 proposals invited in these categories: design develop, design of application, proof of concept oriented. Open next topic is open network for digital commerce, ONDC. ONDC. We have a Flipkart, Amazon. Okay, there is a lot of variation in the price products in Amazon and Flipkart. For example, if you want to buy a mobile phone, you will see 10,000 in Flipkart, and in Amazon there is a slightly variation. Okay, so these price variations depend upon the sellers. Okay, in that. So ONDC is a open network for digital commerce, in that every seller registers in that network. Okay, will when we open that, we'll get a fair value for the product. It is promoted by DPIIT, Department of Promotion of Industry and Trade. DPIIT, promoting open network for developing open source methodology. All sellers buy a platform. One open protocol can connect through ONDC. Show all the options in various platforms. For example, if you do search regarding particular product in Google, okay, it shows the various products. For example, first it shows Flipkart or Amazon and JioMart. So like that, ONDC shows all options of various platforms, creating new opportunity, curb digital monopolies, support MSME small traders. Okay, next topic is purple revolution. Purple revolution is in Jammu Kashmir to contribute to Startup India. So purple revolution regarding aroma mission and a council of scientific industrial research involves lavender, new aroma crop in Kashmiri Himalayas, high value essential bearing lavender crop. So aroma oil sell for more than 10,000 per kg. Farmer will get from IIM Jammu. Next topic is National Technical Textile Mission. Ministry of Textiles clear 20 strategic research products worth 30 crores in the area of special fiber geotextiles under flagship program National Technical Textile Mission. It's about Ministry of Textiles, Technical Textiles. Outlay 480 crores. There are main 4 components in the National Technical Textile Mission: research, innovation, development, promotion, export, education, training, skill development. Technical textiles, there are 12 broad categories. In technical textiles, there are 12 broad categories: agrotech, buildtech, clothtech, geotech, homotech, intech, mobitech, meditech, protech, sportech, oaktech, packet tech, depending upon their application. India say nearly 6% of Old market 250 billion USD. Sarthi mobile app. Okay, Sarthi mobile is launched by the SEBI to create awareness among investors regarding trading settlement mutual funds. Available in both Hindi as well as English, iOS, Android users. Helps individual investors. SEBI is a statutory body formed in 1992. Main aim is to protect interest of the investors. SEBI board consists chairman, several other whole-time, part-time members. Appoints various committees. Indian Renewable Development Agency Limited. Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs approved 1500 crore. Okay, in IRDA. IRDA, what do you mean by IRDA? Is a mini Ratna company. In Ministry of New and Renewable Energy Sources, established in 1987. Specialized non-banking financial agency for renewable energy sector. That means it gives financial assistance to the renewable energy projects, promoting, developing, extending financial assistance, help in employment generation, approximately 10,000 jobs here, and CO2 equivalent emission reduction 7.5 million tons CO2 per year. Promotion of drones in use in agriculture. Ministry of Agriculture, Farmer Welfare. Okay. So issued guidelines, drone technology affordable to the stakeholders of agriculture sector. Grant up to 100% cost agricultural loan up to 10 lakhs. Okay. Limited to only farm machinery training. FPOs should eligible to receive grant up to 75% of the cost of agricultural drone. Contingency expenditure given 6,000 per hectare. Hire drone for demonstration. Custom hiring centers. Reviewers receive 50% basic cost up to 5 lakhs. Trade Defense Wing under Department of Commerce brought relief to Indian exporters. That means if someone haven't received money for the import, okay, the Trade Defense Wing will help. It is under Department of Commerce brought relief to the Indian exporters, extending support and defending the interest of Indian exporters. Coordinates with various departments. Countervailing CBDs. For FCRA, Foreign Contribution Regulation Act. Supreme Court asks 6,000 odd NGOs to go back to the government for reassertion of grievance and non-renewal of FCRA registration. FCRA was enacted during 1976 emergency. Regarding apprehension that foreign powers were interfering in Indian affairs by pumping funds through independent organizations. Okay, it regulates the foreign donations to individuals, associations. Amended in 2020-2010. FCRA implemented by Ministry of Home Affairs. So all the NGOs should register at a State Bank of India, Delhi, to utilize the funds only for purpose they have been received. FCRA registration valid for 5 years only. So NGOs expected to apply for renewal within 6 months for date of expiry of registration. That means after 5 years, within 6 months we have to register. So failure to apply for renewal registration deemed to have expired. NGO will no longer entitled to receive foreign funds. They has to file annual reports, net transfer funds to other NGOs. Okay. They form like a syndicate. For example, if there is a large NGO, okay, they'll receive from funds from foreign institutions or people, individuals. Okay, they transfer. After receiving, they transfer these funds to the small NGOs. Okay, like that, a lot of bogus NGOs are there. Okay, they create a propaganda. They create disharmony. Okay, like that, they have to restrict these. So they have to take prior clearance from Ministry of Home Affairs, prohibit receive foreign funds by candidate for elections, journalists, newspaper, media broadcast companies. So those who are contesting in candidates, journalists, newspapers, media broadcast companies, they can't take donations from foreign. Anti-dumping duty. So India initiated anti-dumping probe against vinyl tiles from China, Taiwan, Vietnam. Vinyl tile is a type of tile used to cover the floor in residential and commercial building at price lower than their normal value. Unfair trade practice, distort effect on international trade. What we call it as, for example, if someone is importing tiles, if someone is selling, okay, is less than what intended price. For example, if a tile is 100 rupees, if he is selling only 50 rupees, that means he is creating a monopoly. Okay, he is distorting domestic market. For example, so tile price is reduced to 50 price, but our domestic companies producing tiles at 80 or 90 rupees. What happens? They cannot sell their tiles in market. It affects the domestic market. So we can so if he sells 50 rupees, what India will do, we will add 30 rupees to that. This 30 rupees is called anti-dumping duty. Fly ash, NGT. NGT directed fly ash management and utilization, popularly known as fuel ash, as it is coal combustion product. So this is collected to precipitator, converted into blood slurry. So specifically designed, there are ash ponds. In that ash ponds, these ash is stored. So according to the fly ash management utilization, the mission is jointly headed by Secretaries of Union Minister of Environment, Union Minister of Coal and Power, Chief Secretaries of Concerned State, Secretary of MOFCC. NIPER Research Portal. National Institute of Pharmaceutical Education and Research is NIPER, and Union Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizers launched a NIPER portal to disseminate the information about all NIPER and their research activities. NIPER means National Institute of Pharmaceutical Education and Research. Okay, to assist the research in contacting appropriate organization. NIPER, about NIPER. So NIPER are institutes of national importance imparting PG PhD degrees in pharmaceutical field. At present, 7 national institutes of NIPER are functioning under Department of Pharmaceuticals, Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers. First NIPER established in 1998. 6 new NIPERs were set up in Hajipur, Hyderabad, Ahmedabad, Raebareli, Guwahati, Kolkata. Next is environment. Okay. Indian pangolin. It is a scaly last year question asked regarding Indian pangolin. It's a scaly large protective keratin scales covering their skin. Okay, only known mammals on earth having this feature. It eats insects, nocturnal, mainly ants, termites. It eats. There are 8 species of pangolin. Indian pangolin, Chinese pangolin are found in India. There are 2 species are found in India. Distribution: India, Himalayas, Northeast, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Nepal, Sri Lanka. IUCN status is endangered. Wildlife Protection Act 1992 we have under Schedule 1. Under India, distribution is Vietnam, Thailand, Cambodia. IUCN. Chinese pangolin. Indian pangolin is under Schedule 1 endangered. Chinese pangolin is critically endangered under Schedule 1. Nandan Kelni Zoo Park. Leading zoo for breeding Indian pangolin and white tiger. World first captive crocodile breeding center. State Botanical Garden known as Nandan Kelni. Frimbis stylis, Sunili, Neonitis probuli. 2 new plant species from biodiversity Western Ghats. About National Tiger Conservation Authority NTCA under Union Ministry of Environment, Forest, Climate Change. Action plan for introducing cheetah in India. NTCA National Tiger Conservation Authority 2005 established. It's a statutory body under Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Objectives are statutory authority to Project Tiger, fostering accountability of central state, providing oversight by Parliament, addressing livelihood interests of local surrounding tiger reserves. So actual plan for introduction of cheetah. Cheetah became extinct in independent India 1952. All set to return. So as part of a plan, ministry will translocating around 8 to 12 cheetahs from South Africa, Namibia, Botswana to Kuno Papua National Park, Madhya Pradesh. Okay, already the first translocation already done. World first intercontinental cheetah translocation project. Release of water atlas. Ministry of Environment maps all the water bodies, tiger bearing areas of India. Contains information about presence of such bodies, including Shivalik Hills, Gangad Clang. These atlas put remote sensing data, GS mapping about cheetah. Cheetah scientific name is Equinox jubatus. Large cat native to Africa, Central Iran. Fastest land animal, can run max speed 128 kilometers per hour. So these live in variety of habitats such as savannas, hill desert, arid mountains ranges in Sahara. So these are vulnerable. Asian water bird census. 2-day Asian water bird census 2000 commenced in Andhra Pradesh under Aegis Bombay Natural History Society. Initiated in 1987, it happens in every January. Annual exercise, count water bird and monitor the wetlands. Finding of the census. Hastinapur Wildlife Sanctuary, Okhla Bird Sanctuary, Sanjay Lake. Sanjay Lake lo lower water bird species diversity, drastic dolphin species, better water bird specific diversity. What are water birds? Ecological, these are ecological dependent on wetlands. Important indicators of wetlands. Synapses. National Center for Biological Sciences, Bengaluru studies zebrafish to understand how synapses are formed. Synapses means there is a neuron. In that neuron there are synapses. Nerve cell in the brain connect means of junction known as synapse through which transmit signal. There are two types of synapses: chemical, electrical. Chemical synapses, there is a space about 20 nanometers between two neurons. As regarding electrical synapse, no way it operates. The two neurons have a physical connection, and a conversion of electrical to chemical need not occur, and they communicate directly. Electrical synapse is like a physical wave. Communication is faster, they are fewer in number. Study conducted in zebrafish are transparent. Neuron development in larval zebrafish can be observed from day to day by injecting a dye by engineering to express fluorescent proteins. Okay. IUCN least concern zebrafish regarding zebrafish. Native to rivers and Southeast Asia. Okay, Orang National Park located in Assam. Located in north bank of Brahmaputra River. It is also known as Mini Kaziranga. It has a rich flora fauna, including Great Indian rhinoceros, pygmy hog, Asian elephant, wild water buffalo, Bengal tiger. So regarding national park, it is under protection under Wildlife Protection Act 1972. So Wildlife Protection Act 1972 declared 5 types of protected areas: national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, community reserve, conservation reserve, tiger reserve. National park, it is designed by state government via notification under WPA. So state government can alter boundaries of national park with prior consultation approval with National Board of Wildlife. So there is no need to pass an act for alternation of boundaries of national park. No human activities are permitted in national park. Red sandals. Red sandals, red sandalwood. IUCN recently given a status of endangered category under red list. It is classified near threatened 2018. Scientific name is Petrocarpus xanthilinus, Indian endemic tree species. Mainly located in Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka. Grow in rocky, degraded fallow lands with red soil, hot and dry climate. Status is endangered. Endangered category from near threatened. Sites appendix to Wildlife Protection Act Schedule 2. It has a high therapeutic properties used in cosmetics, medicinal products, make furniture, very high demand. Ton of red sand cost between 50 lakhs to 1 crore. Illicit smuggling, forest fire, cattle grazing, other anthropogenic threats. These are the threats. Indian State Forest Report 2021, Minister of Environment. Okay, it's published every 2 years by Forest Survey of India under MFCC. Indian State Forest Report, Assessment of Indian Forest and Tree Cover. Okay, every 2 years, Forest Survey of India under Ministry of Environment releases. Okay, Indian State Forest Report 2021 is the 17th report. Okay, so these forests are classified in 4 categories. If tree canopy density is 70%, is very dense forest. If tree canopy is 40% or more, or less than 70%, more than 40, less than 70 is called moderate dense. Okay, from 10 to 40% it is called open forest. Scrub less than 10% is called scrub. The key findings of Indian State Forest Report 2021, and AP growing for maximum cover 647 square kilometers. Total forest cover increased 1500 square kilometers. Top 5 states in terms of increasing forest cover: Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Odisha, Karnataka, Jharkhand. Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, 2 top states having highest increased forest cover. Ahmedabad has the biggest loss in the forest cover. Area-wise maximum forest cover is Madhya Pradesh, largest forest cover, followed by Arunachal Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Maharashtra. So increasing 17 square kilometer mangrove cover in the country. Top 3 states showing mangrove cover increases: Odisha, Maharashtra, Karnataka. Biodiversity cities. Next topic is biodiversity cities by 2030.